Sibling. Welcome back to Tokyo Rule. Nice. We've been down for 7 hours. Time to hurry up. Don't blink. It's your blink. Welcome to the show. This has been Wopsa having a wonderful day on this 6th February 2025. We're playing to Google. Oh, and I'm still attached. Okay, cool. They were making a video on a really good movie. I don't know. Don't blink, it's your brain, sorry. I also do this, the first video that I do. Sorry. I like this a blooper? Let's fucking do a blooper. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. You guys are doing well, so you guys are having a wonderful day watching MasterChef Australia. No, nothing fancy. Although it's really fancy. I'm just saying this so you're not intimidated by a good show. Talk about the good baking show, kind of similar. Today we're reviewing the movie The Neighbors. Only the first one with Seth Rogen, with the girlfriend Jackie Q, and that's not a real name, but she's my favorite movie that she's in, and Zac Efron. So it's basically the life of a kind of. At first, I watched this movie a lot because it was free and I had it for free. I watched this movie a lot because it was a good movie. There's multiple. Oh, how can I forget that Dave Franco in there? Dave Franco back then wasn't as popular, but he's here. It's funny because I don't think I saw this movie multiple times and I don't think I understood how much of a good movie this is. How much of a feel-good it is, the movie. So the first reason as to why it is the first time you're going to be watching a movie, it's a movie about this family and next to their house, a frat house move in, and they're a frat house, so they have to deal with a frat house, so it's constantly a battle in between. However, it's amazing because I don't know how I forgot Dave Franco, but one of his sentences is the absolute beauty of this movie. You're saying something okay. The guy calls the Seth Rogen called the police, said, "Hey, the frat house making too much noise." And then okay, well, there's a war, right? Which is the great thing. But then you realize this is not a movie about a battle. It's a movie about growing up, about getting older. The couple is dealing with the fact that they have a baby now. And they're tired, and they cannot go out, but they cannot do shit, you know? Because at the end of the day, they have a responsibility, their life is completely changing. Versus the fraternity also has a really nice ending. For example, a lot of those members are going to be moving on. The couple scene, the fraternity, the nicest thing is they're just chilling, they're having parties. At the same time, there's a couple of things that are super important. For example, there's a job fair, right? Where some of those fair are people are taking over, right? And there's another more scene where Dave Franco said to Zac Efron, it's like, yo, the reason why you're so obsessed with the war versus the neighbor is because you're seeing yourself growing up, you don't know what you're doing, you're afraid of getting older. And it's nice because the whole movie, and it's very on the surface. On the surface, it's a great movie, but deep down, it's a great movie. On the surface, Zac Efron thinks that he's part of this fraternity that has a lot of history, and he want to have his face on the wall. So he's motivated to get higher and higher and higher and do more bigger bangers because he wants his face on the wall of fame of that frat house. But you realize that there's more things that are more important than that. And I think that's the beauty. That is the beauty of the neighbor, of Neighbors. I don't think the movie is amazing. I don't think the movie is great, but there's a couple of really cool themes. For example, there's the frat house does a party where it's fucking Robert De Niro, and that's how the kind of thing in the movie because they're all playing characters of that Robert De Niro, right? Well, Taxi, we're talking about the Meet the Fuckers. We're talking about a lot of movies. We're talking about Raging Bull also, which is phenomenal. But most of all, it's really the sense of these people are at war, but they have so much in common, you know? That's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, so Zac Efron is done. How do you put up? The Joker. I don't know what it is. Such a good game. See, treat to level up today. Holy shit. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink, Mother Ink. Hope you're doing well, having a wonderful day on this 6th February 2025. Getting a bit sick, but it's all good in the hood. So today we're doing a special video, we're doing a sensational video. The sensational video is actually quite simple. We're going to be reviewing a movie called Carrie, so Chloe Martinez. I grew up, I was born too late for the original Carrie, so let me had this Carrie now, it's actually quite nice. But I remember watching the original Carrie, and when I say I was too young, I didn't get the full experience. So, for example, right, you watch the 80s movie slasher, it's a whole genre, it's a fun genre. I don't think Carrie is that good. Now, the new movie, it was a good movie. It's about this girl, right, who is actually really, really nice. We're not victimizing Carrie, we're actually doing more. So, for example, you take Carrie, right? And you think, okay, well, she get power. No, you take Carrie and it's that her mom is really, really messed up. Her mom was really messed up. I think she has like this shop. It's been a while. I watched this 2 weeks ago, but I just gotten out with where she repair clothes, and she's getting complimented, and because she finds out a woman pretty, she's like, oh, these are impure thoughts, and she hurt herself. She FH, right? Which is, you think the mother is fucked up, and then you're like, okay, well, there's no wonder Carrie is fucked up, right? And it's not clear. It's not clear if one of the girls. So the movie starts, right, and she has a period, and like, oh my god, Carrie, you're a freak, you're a freak, you're a freak, you're a freak. You're just afraid. One of the girls, it's not clear if she's nice to the rest. There's two people that are super important. The first person, there's two kids. The first girl, she's like, yo, I'm super popular, my father's super nice, super rich, what the fuck are you gonna do? The other girl's like, she feels bad. So the first girl kind of blackmailed the second girl into doing it. So in the original story, Carrie is the girl that gets bullied and gets bullied and gets bullied to a point where she has a mental breakdown and she can't control her power and she kills everybody. And that's the movie. In this one, you kind of feel like Carrie, it's a bit nicer, but it's a bit, there's certain parts that are nice and certain parts that are less nice. The nicer part is we actually get to see every single scene. We actually get to see that Carrie is a victim, right? Of bullying, but also abusive mom, right? And then the other less good part is you see her actually studying telekinesis, studying like magic, if you will. And why is that it's such a bad, not a bad part, but why is that less good? Well, because in the first movie, the attraction of the movie is Carrie is this young girl. She's like not teenage, high school. The nice part is one wrong move, you bully the wrong person, and you're fucking, you know? So Carrie is that, but the fact that she has this control over power a little bit more, you're in a position of, you're like, fuck. It's not, it was, not predicted, but it was planned, you know? That's pretty much it. So it's a good movie. When I say it's my favorite movie, no. That is pretty good. You know what? I'll say this. I'll say that I actually really enjoyed the movie for a couple reasons. So the first reason would be that I'm a youth and I slasher movies. One of my first horror movie, if not my favorite horror movie, was Chucky. Chucky, Curse of Chucky, which is more so like a comedy. There's still horror thing. And I fell in love with that movie, which pushed me to watch the entirety of Child Play, which pushed me to watch the entirety of Jason Voorhees. That I like less than Chucky. So I'll be completely honest, when you look at those time, my favorite is by far Chucky. Because Chucky is funny, he has a personality, the ones are just killers. So, but it did push me to see those movies, and I would say that I don't think there's a interest for Carrie, but that you're able to have a Carrie remake and it's interesting. It's pleasant, right? I would say also the fact that we get a kind of like a, not so much a killer, it's not so much a killer by choice. It's like, oh, not born to be a killer, but a killer nonetheless, right? Some shit like that. So yeah, so it does serve a couple of purposes. It's not the I don't know. I don't know if this movie is. You feel bad for Carrie. It's not scary. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. It's your boy. Welcome to the show. This is being Wopsa having a wonderful day. We're playing Choco Bring the Chain. It is the 6th of February. And we're also watching MasterChef Australia, but this doesn't matter. Where we're doing a movie called Polar with Matt Mikkelsen. To be honest, I didn't know who Matt Mikkelsen was. I saw him in a couple of movies. I didn't know how cool he was. So I didn't see him in Death Stranding, which I'm playing right now. I didn't see him in Animal, which we're watching right now. And Matt Mikkelsen is it's a very, very charismatic person. So the movie Polar is kind of a really cool concept. I would say that I didn't. I don't know if I would say this is the best movie I ever saw. I don't know if it was a bad movie, but it's not a great movie. The movie asks a question: what happened to killers, right? And in the world, Polar is actually quite funny because like you're a killer, but you're hired because you're hired. You got a pension because you're hired. You get a pension, and because you have a pension, then you get benefits. This is basically the plot of Polar, right? So actually quite nice. It's actually quite smart also. We do like that a lot. It does serve purposes in the sense of, okay, well, guess what? The guy reached 50. 50 is a good age. The movie is they're supposed to leave him alone. So you think that they leave him alone and he has to live his life. However, the company is losing money. So the company to not lose money, what they're doing is they're making sure that they kill those employees because they don't have to pay. It's funny, the first time I saw that movie was during the pandemic, and I was playing Cyberpunk, and I remember that playthrough. I remember it too. So it's fun because you see that, but it's also fun because you're in a position of, okay, well, I remember, so let's see what I like and what I dislike. So what I like about the movie is Matt Nicholson. So he's a guy that's really calm, but is very troubled. So for example, he has a dog, and he wanted the dog, right? And the dog moved when he was asleep, and because the dog moved, he shoots him. They kill the dog. So like, okay, well, I'm fucked, right? So he ends up, it's a bit convoluted. There's a bit of complication. So when I talk about the wrong person, the wrong thing, and then we'll come back to the complicated part. The wrong thing is a team. I don't like the team. The team, there's like a girl that fucks the victim before they're dead. It's pretty much the only memorable one. And that says a lot. So the team is a bit boring, right? And the team serve a couple purpose, but the main purpose is like, yo, he's... So it's supposed to be like a charismatic thing, a thing that we like, but we don't like them. They're supposed to be going after Matt Nicholson. The Matt Nicholson is too strong. So they're supposed to show that he's a good guy and we like him, right? That's pretty much it. The villain is an asshole. Nobody likes him. Everybody's afraid of him. So that's kind of cool. I absolutely love this. Absolutely love the fact that it takes a, like for example, right? There's a villain. For example, I'm always thinking about anime. I'll be thinking about. I got 10 messages, bro. I know who these fucking people are. Well, I'm grateful for the people, but it's just, you know. So yeah. I don't know because you want a villain that is able to do whatever he needs to do. Or the villain that you hate because he's a good villain. And this one you hate him because he's a creep. You hate him because he's weird, right? Like, I don't really like the villain. It's more so I don't like him than I hate him. Right? The part of it that I don't think about the movie is, so you end up realizing that Matt Nicholson, when he always pictured the accident and he killed. You actually led him to stop killing, stop being an assassin. So because there's a little girl that survived. Now that little girl, we know who she is. She's in the movie, right? In the very end, we realize that she is the survivor. Now, the problem with this is Matt Nicholson lives right next to him, right next to her. So it's like, is it because he wanted to? Did he choose to move next to her because he felt bad about her? The second nicest thing, this is a good thing. So she knew who he was since the very day one. So she's like, yo, what's going on. The movie ending is kind of bad because you don't know. So, for example, on the movie that I actually talked about is 47. My apologies. Which is also a movie about a guy who kills and protects a girl. So you're like, okay, well, I'm getting guardian angel. And in this one, you don't know what's gonna happen. And Bandit also plays a really, really good game, but he has a habit of playing complicated characters. So the character of Potter is a complicated character. Is a guy that is very normal per se, but he's fucked in the head, right? So we don't know what the relationship between those two is gonna be. Are they gonna be like a father daughter? Is gonna be like he's gonna teach her everything that he knows about killing? We don't know, and it's not a big deal. But it's still something that's a little bit bothersome. A bit bothersome in the sense of, dude, I wanted more. And I just don't know if. It's not a bad movie, but because that, the partners are great or great. Not because of the fantastic job. The partners are bad or bad. Like the team that killed, they're bad. And the fact that we don't have an ending, they're bad. So that's why it could be a much better movie if they made it, if they fixed those errors. Wait. Sorry about this, guys. We have to go to the bathroom. Don't blink, if you blink. Welcome to the show. This is Mostly having a wonderful day on this 6th February 2005. To go over the chain, you know me. I have to do a couple of things. If I'm not doing a couple of things, I'm going crazy. Now, understandably, I'm already crazy, so there's no problem here. Right? That's a joke, you can laugh. Nothing. Oh well, that's life. Today we're doing a video about dealing with people. So I don't remember when. It was last week. We took the note to do it last week, but I did do it because I did so much video already. I was dealing with a situation, right? And that situation was a situation that I dealt with before. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times, 5 times. Situation that keeps happening, right? Now once again. Okay, what the situation is? I don't know. If you ask me what exactly happened, I don't know. But I know there's a lot of reasons, there's a lot of things that's gonna happen in your life that's gonna keep on happening. So, this video is about dealing with people. How do you deal with that, right? What I found that really helped me, and again, I'm not trying to say, oh, I got the answer, but I'm 32 years old. So yes, we got a couple answer, if not a dozen. So, long story short, what I realized later in life is you can control your action and reaction. You cannot control other people and other reaction, right? So you're like, okay, well, no matter what happens, no matter how they feel, no matter how they act, I can choose how I act, right? This doesn't solve the situation, right? There's something new that happens. What if I was to tell you, okay, again, I'm going to be drawing it because I like drawing on things. And of course, we don't have a paper. Do I have a paper? I have a paper. It's not a good paper, right? It's something for the mouse shop that my building is infested. And they're not going to get here. Trust me. So, right, you got, I'm going to do mathematics with you guys. You got A, right, plus B equal C. Right, so this is algorithm. Right, now we're not going to do math, don't worry, but the A plus B equals C. The A is you, right? So you're able to control action. The action. Right? Now this is the other person. You can control jack shit. Right? You can control jack shit. So now what you have is the results. Right? So I know what you're saying. Oh, Ink, you told me how to react with A, but I still got B and C to do. Well, the fun thing about the result, most of the time the result facing the same problem will be the same. So the result kind of knows itself. It kind of knows. So you got A plus B equal the result. If the result is positive, for example, you, I'm going to give you guys a good example. We had this, I had my headphones, right? And we got this stuck, right? Now, I can control my action, my reaction, I can freak out, right? I can go to the hospital, right? The result, I'm going to get the ticket out, right? The B is the person, how long it's going to take, how hard it's going to take, right? Now, we're doing the same thing. I had a skin tag this week. So I go to my father, right? And my father did some action. I went to some place to get some help. The result is they took care of my little problem. A headphone and a skin tag. Right? The thing that changed was the B, right? But the result was the same thing, right? So like, holy shit, this was A and C were still me and the result were the same. The only thing that changed is the person, right? So what if you were able to, no matter the situation, no matter the result, you would be able to deal with it because you know what's gonna happen. how can I put this in place? You have an order, right? You have an order, and you're taking the order with an order that you made before, right? So you know how to fix it. You have the same instance. You make a mistake at work. There's an order to the mistake. You know how to fix it. Right? In the case you're yourself making the mistake. In the second case, you're with somebody, right? Now, taking care of that result, either you're alone or you're with somebody, you're gonna have the same result, right? I talk about small scale stuff, right? But if you deal with all of these problems the same way, there's always gonna be a place for, how can I say? There's always place for the same result in the same person. Then you also have to focus on this person, on the other person. The other person, no matter how different it is, and it's tough because what I'm trying to say here is you take them out of the equation, right? So I have this problem, I have this situation. For example, right? I have let's say I have a girlfriend that is jealous, and I have an ex that is jealous, right? So because I had an ex that was jealous, right? I know kind of what to do, right? Kind of how to deal with the situation. I know what not to do, and of course, in the first place, you shouldn't be in a place where you make the other person jealous in your relationship, but hey, it should happen, right? So the second you understand that the jealousy is the same result, so you plus that girl equal jealousy, then the second you understand how you are, the second you understand that this is jealousy, then the only problem, no, the second that you understand who you are, you understand the result which is jealousy, one thing that you have to take care about is the person, right? And the person is going to be super easy to take care of. Now, I'm not saying this as a mean thing. I'm not saying this as a last resort, ultimately. So you're dealing with a problem with this person, so you gotta take care of this person, right? So ultimately speaking, what you're gonna do the exact same thing every single time. You're gonna have the exact result the same every single time. You have you should be able to find solution. You should be able to find a situation where, like, okay, well, I understand what happened. I understand what this means, right? Now, what's gonna happen is, this is the very last resort, right? Okay, so basically the video, what I'm trying to do here is, I'm wondering myself, not trying to teach you, that's the wrong word. I'm wondering myself because we're learning together. We're all children of the earth. That sounds like a fucking sect. That sounds like a fucking cult, but it's working. So we're all children of the earth, right? So I know the way I'm acting, right? I cannot control, ultimately, in the very beginning, the first time this happened, I can't control the results. Because I never had a situation like that, right? Or, I have a different result, and I don't know what to do, right? So you can choose A, you cannot control B and C. In the last resort, you can hope that because you dealt with C before, you kind of understand C, right? So that last resort is taking care of A and C, right? And then B, well, and do it. And the perfect result, right? You should understand that you being in charge, not in charge in the sense of dominance, not in charge in the sense of, I'm in charge of this team, I'm the team leader, but in charge in the sense of, listen, I dealt with this, right? I understand the story. Trust me, how do you feel about all this, right? It's, you dealt with team before, right? You've dealt with team before, with being in a team, right? Get text the whole day. People like don't know. I don't know what to do. So, it's those people. That's the reason. Okay, the reason why we're doing this is this one. Let me go content creator route, right? I had in my streams, I had graphic design, right? And I swear to God, on everything I special on my mother's life, that a lot, not saying all of them, a lot of them were talking the exact same way, using this almost exact script. Right? That's actually a perfect example. You're talking to a sales representative who's using the exact same script, the reading script, right? And you know that you're not interested, or that you are interested, and then the result is gonna be like, oh, well, I made somebody sad, or I made this. So the first couple of times that you get those graphic designer, and you're very kind to them, you're like, listen, I'm not interested. But then you get 10, 12 of them. I'm like, dude, I have 12 of them every single day. If I say no to them, you think I'm going to say yes to you, right? It's nuts. But then it doesn't answer the question of what is a team? What should you do? And it's weird because, ultimately speaking, what I'm saying, this is very very selfish, very self-centered, right? Oh, there's this problem. I know how I'm gonna act. I'm gonna face this problem, right? You should include this person. Not every single team, not every single friendship, not every romance is gonna end up the same way. I texted my best friend yesterday, Carl. Shout out Carl. Carl doesn't. If I don't text Carl, he's not gonna text me. Is it because he doesn't like me? I hope not. But I know that with him, I have to be the first one. And you're gonna see that with your friend a lot, right? You're gonna see that with your friend. Oh, he's this certain type of way. Don't take it personal. I'm I'm a very hard friend to have. I'm very rushed. I'm very abrupt. I'm very in the way of. I don't know this. I don't know. I don't know guys. I don't know. I'm in the sense of I'm impulsive, right? I will act in a certain fashion. I will say rude things because I'm tired. I got ADHD, so sometimes you're gonna talk to me and I'm gonna disconnect, right? And I'm not doing it on purpose, but I know these are my flaws. And my friends, the one that I have for a long time, understand that. And they're probably doing the same thing, and I know how he is. There's just a certain fashion. There's just a certain pros into dealing with a situation well, where you kind of know the result because you've been there before. You kind of know yourself because you've been there. You don't know the person, but if you know the person, this changes the whole thing, right? The difference between even if it's a stranger, it's hard because it's basically the core, the seed of teamwork, and you're in a position where you have teamwork, and you're like, okay, well, okay, what am I supposed to do here? Do I work in a team with them? Do I have to take the lead with them? And I have to follow with them? Right? It's all dealing. See, and even then, we're talking about a lot about school, right? Because this is everybody went to school. Everybody worked in the same place, but everybody went to school, right? There's team where you're gonna be in charge. There's team where you're gonna do more. There's other team that you're gonna do less, right? And that's pretty much it. And it doesn't matter if the person does nothing. You still have to put in some work. You still have to give a report, right? So yeah, I feel that's what it is. So it's a very confusing video, but at the same time, it's actually quite simple. Understand that the result of the situation may vary, but will fundamentally be the same. Understand that no matter with who you are, you're the same person, and you should be okay. You should be okay. I had a call this morning. The girl was freaking out, and she asked me to call, and I was like, it was really good talk, but I don't know her, and she's a cool person. I'm not saying that she's not, but I didn't know her, so of course it was surprising. It's like, yo, can I talk? I'm freaking out. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. So we called, and she's actually really chill. Usually I would have done that because I know myself. If I don't really know you, I'm not the most friendly person. I'm gonna try to be very kind to my friend, but when I don't know you, I'm hard to approach. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Very confusing. I'm sorry. Peace. Very confusing, but in my head it makes sense. And I think again, this channel is for evolutions. I mean, I'll do this video, the exact same video, in a couple of months. Couple of years, it's gonna be so much more meaningful. Who knows? Don't blink, it's your brain. Welcome to the show. And today we're also having a wonderful day on this 6th February 2025. Today we're catching up on things to do. So of course we're talking about we're doing movie reviews, but I'm also watching MasterChef Australia. And I gotta say, it's such an experience. And this is not a video about MasterChef. Trust me, I already did one today, right? I think that's enough for today. But the difference in culture also, I always had a crush on reality TV. So for example, this show, right? So with reality TV, where do I even start, right? We can make 2 videos about that. This is actually a really good subject when you think about it. So I was talking with this girl, right? I'm seeing, and okay, but I don't do my hair because I'm very vain. Shut that walk. Shit head. And we're back. Sorry about this. I couldn't fix the hair, so fuck you. I'm not gonna fix it. You know what? I'm not gonna do 2 parts. I'm gonna do a huge video about it. So welcome to this video about live television. Does that sound good?
No, we need to make sure that you're still uploading. Are you still uploading? I don't know you, Marilyn.